Right now on Good Morning Northwest, dog shelter needs discussed at a special Benton County Commissioners meeting. This comes after controversy over 2 dogs that were shot to death by deputies. And law enforcement from all across the state on the Columbia River training for water rescue situations. We take a look at the intensive boot camp next.
And conditions are looking great for your Wednesday. The wind has settled down and we're in for some nice temps. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald. It is 5 o'clock on Wednesday, April 10th, 2024.
Halfway through the work week, it's hump day.
It is.
And Riley, it's been windy. Like I usually have like
windy.
one hand on this. I know you're supposed to do 9 and 3, 10 and 2, whatever. But I mean, sometimes, you know, you're grabbing your drink and you got one hand on the steering wheel and then you're like, oh no, I gotta have 2 because it's been so windy.
Definitely. I've definitely been experiencing that exact thing, but the wind has officially settled down across the region. We are looking forward to no wind. Let's take a live look outside right now in Kennewick through our Apple Valley News Now sky cam. 35 degrees out in the Tri-Cities right now, so it is a lot colder than we saw this time yesterday. Yesterday we were seeing about 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Mostly sunny on the way for today. Temps are heading up and we do have, as we were talking about, calmer winds for our day today. That is something we are looking forward to. Pretty dry and clear on our first alert radar. We're going to be seeing some more cloud coverage move in a little bit later. Temps right now mid 30s in the Yakima Valley, mid to upper 30s in the Blue Mountain region, and mid 30s in the Columbia Basin. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the lower 60s for Yakima today, and the Tri-Cities mid to upper 60s, and in the Walla Walla area mid 60s as well. So again, our temperatures are going up a little bit from yesterday. Our wind is settling down and we're looking forward to a fantastic Wednesday. I'll send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. And starting off your top headlines this morning, an abandoned home is destroyed from a fire in the Findlay area, and that's according to Benton County Fire District 1. BCFD 1 says yesterday evening, neighbors called to report a fire from what they thought was a detached shop. Crews arrived to the property on East Cochran Road. Because the fire was big, crews had to remain outside of the home to tackle the fire. BCFD 1 requested water tenders because there were no fire hydrants in the area. Benton PUD disconnected the electricity to help keep the firefighters safe. Also, fire crews had assistance from Franklin County Fire District 3 and Kennewick firefighters. Nobody was hurt, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. A student at Cal Poly who is from Richland is found dead at the base of a waterfall in Big Sur, California. Kenneth Taylor was in his 3rd year of mechanical engineering studies. His body was found at the base of the Salmon Creek waterfall in Monterey County. Cal Poly announced his death on Monday, saying it was due to an accident during a rock climbing trip to Big Sur. According to the announcement, Kenneth was an outdoor enthusiast and a founding member of the Alpine Club at Cal Poly, also a trip leader for the Associated Students Poly Escapes. An ASI staff member described him as a person of incredible technical skill and even more incredible kindness, unmatched wittiness, and a passion for adventure that could inspire anyone. Continuing coverage now, the Benton County Commissioners held a special meeting yesterday. In the meeting, the canine shelter's needs were discussed, as well as where they could get funding for the shelters. This topic has gotten a lot of attention after Benton County Sheriff's deputies shot and killed 2 dogs that had gotten loose in a Kennewick neighborhood. It's a story we've been tracking for more than a month now, and our very own Monique Ledesma was at last night's special meeting and has a recap.
On March 2nd, the sheriff's office received a phone call saying there was a dangerous dog in a residential area. That's according to Michelle Swanson, the owner of the dogs. She says the call came in at 9:30 in the morning, and then around 11, the deputies shot and killed 2 of Swanson's 3 Rottweilers. But neighbors and Swanson say the dogs were anything but dangerous.
They went that way.
Well, they don't look crazy aggressive, though. You know?
Okay.
I mean, they're running around and just playing.
I spoke to Swanson after the shooting. She told me she believes if animal control had been out on the scene, Diesel and Macy would still be alive.
Have animal control. I mean, it's a taxpayer-funded system. Why do they get to decide they're not going to show up because their kennel's full? I mean, if my dogs were truly dangerous, that's hours that they would have spent on the street. And, no one got hurt. There was no dog fights, nothing. The dogs didn't do anything.
As for Swanson, she'll be in court later this month to try and fight for Tank's freedom and for him to not be marked as an aggressive dog. And that's her third Rottweiler. Now, this incident has sparked controversy. A resident raised the issue once again during public comment at the Benton County Commissioners meeting yesterday. And look what they had to say.
Last December, Benton County negotiated a $1.6 million settlement with a family from Prosser because the Benton County Sheriff's Office failed to address 2.5 years of complaints about a pack of dangerous dogs, resulting in 3 months later, sheriff's deputies get called out for 2 loose Rottweilers who are a family's pets and have never shown signs of aggression. There has to be a solution to this. It lies somewhere between doing nothing and killing any dog that gets out of its yard.
And more continuing coverage now. Law enforcement from all over Washington were training on the Columbia River yesterday, and this is all part of an intensive 3-week boot camp. With warmer weather and summer coming up, crews are preparing for the busy boating and swimming season. Instructors with decades of experience on the water are training younger deputies by conducting real-life scenario training, and they're also conducting group meetings and one-on-one lessons about the latest resources available to them for 2024. This deputy from Walla Walla County says the Tri-Cities has been the host site for the entire state for decades, all because of our unique landscape.
Yeah, and what we're doing here is we're actually training law enforcement officers across the state to be better educated, to better educate our public. And that's where it really makes the biggest difference, is when the public has that information. And after this week for these boating officers, they're going to go back with great information to train their public to avoid tragedy.
Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, we'll take you for a ride on one of the boats. In a follow-up now, we have new information about the investigation into a 37-year-old Benton County man who's accused of kidnapping and raping a minor last month. He's currently behind bars, but the Benton County Sheriff's Office says they're now concerned Jose Marcelo Bustos may have done the same thing to other minors in Yakima and Grant counties. Investigators are looking for any other potential victims. If you or the children in your life were involved with this man or communicated with him on social media, the Benton County Sheriff's Office is asking you to give Detective Hart a call, or you can send a message. The information to do that is up on your screen now, and we also have it on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. And the second of 2 men who distributed large amounts of meth and fentanyl across the region will spend the next 10 years behind bars. 36-year-old Jesse Lee Johnson pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute 500 grams or more of meth. And yesterday, a judge sentenced him to 120 months in federal prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release. Investigators say Johnson helped another man sell pounds of meth and hundreds of fentanyl pills from a home in Selah. Johnson's co-defendant, Ronald Lee Ralston, was sentenced in February to more than 11 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release after that. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the reason why so many women are not getting regular mammograms. We also take a look at some of the stats on breast cancer. That's coming up in your health news. And Riley Fitzgerald joins us now with a quick look at your morning forecast. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Jessica. We're in for a nice day today. That strong wind we saw yesterday is taking a break. Great conditions for your Wednesday, and it's only going to get better in our temps.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
From Paris to Milan, New York to Tokyo, fashion shows have graced the world's most glamorous stages. And now, the world is turning its eyes to the Tri-Cities for the 2024 Goodwill High School Fashion Show. They've got like major style, endless creativity, and seriously, they've got like an enormous amount of heart, you guys. Don't even think about missing the fashion event of the year, Goodwill's 2024 High School Fashion Show. See you at the show.
If it was my family, I'd want to make sure they get all the information they need to make the best decision. That's why we fully inspect our vehicles and certify everything. With McCurley Certified and Certified Plus, we look at everything from the tires to the maintenance records to recalls to any open campaigns. We make sure the vehicle is completely safe. The only vehicles we sell are ones that are completely inspected. McCurley Certified means your vehicle meets a higher standard.
Find your way home in a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Affordable? Yeah, we got that. Stylish? Got that covered too. Quality? You can bet on it. At Furniture Row, we stock furniture that is value priced, built to last, and looks fabulous. And during the Spring into Savings Sale, find huge discounts throughout the store, like the Reno sofa for only $497, the Espresso Dining Group at only $498, the Glenwood Bedroom Group now just $1578, and save $100 on any Buena Vista mattress, plus 4 years no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices, guaranteed. The Spring into Savings Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
This newscast sponsored by Washington State Department of Revenue's Working Families Tax Credit.
Welcome back. In your health news, a new CDC study has found that many women aren't getting regular mammograms because they cannot afford to. Researchers found that women with health-related social needs were 20% less likely to get recommended mammograms. Other factors can involve social isolation, unemployment, lack of reliable transportation, and healthcare costs. Researchers say that addressing these issues through community and public health services will help save the lives of women through early breast cancer detection. According to the CDC, breast cancer causes more than 40,000 deaths in women across the U.S. each year, and that those deaths are more prevalent among Black women and women of lower socioeconomic status. It's estimated that routine mammograms can help reduce the rate of breast cancer deaths by more than 20%. And a large study finds using acetaminophen during pregnancy is not linked to neurodevelopmental disorders. Acetaminophen is the active ingredient in Tylenol, and the study analyzed the prenatal and medical records of about 2.5 million kids born in Sweden between 1995 and 2019. Among siblings, it found acetaminophen used during pregnancy was not associated with an increased risk of autism, ADHD, or intellectual disability. The new findings refute recent research papers and statements that suggest there is an increased risk. The authors of the new study say the previous association with acetaminophen and ADHD may be more likely tied to genetics, and the study was published in the medical journal JAMA yesterday. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it's the end of an era as Clover Island Inn officially begins its renovations. Coming up, we have details on what it's being renovated to. And looking outside, temperature is 35 degrees, pretty chilly. Riley Fitzgerald will have more details in that first alertful forecast. That is right when we come back.
To see if you qualify for Hanford worker compensation, please call Smart Law for a free consultation at 1-877-630-1122. Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses, including neurological, respiratory and heart conditions, cancers, and beryllium-related disorders. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Call Smart Law at 1-877-630-1122 for Hanford worker compensation. Smart Law in Yakima and Tri-Cities.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select Steel battery trimmers. Real Steel. Find yours.
The average family throws out $1,500 of food every year. That's a lot. Imagine what you could do with extra cash. There are simple ways to reduce your food waste and increase your savings. It starts with a plan and ends with a little creativity, like turning your unused food into something new. Get tips to reduce food waste and make your dollar go further. Know the cost. Use food well. Visit the website to learn how.
What's up, guys? What I'm about to show you is going to change the way you shave your head forever.
You can shave your head in 90 seconds or less.
With no cuts or nicks. It's 100% waterproof.
It even works in the shower.
Introducing Remington's Balder Boss. With increased flex and 5 dual-track floating head design, get over 60% more head coverage for a faster, closer shave and skin-close results.
No nicks, no scrapes. Fit in the palm of my hand, and the results were amazing.
Shave in the shower or with any foam or gel. With Japanese-grade steel blades, plow through the thickest of hair. Anytime, anywhere. There's even a pop-up trimmer to complete your perfect groove. Now, you can try the Remington Balder Boss in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. Complete with a 5-year limited warranty and 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can also get our ear, nose, and brow trimmer free. Just pay separate processing and handling.
Give it a try. You won't be disappointed.
Order your Balder Boss now.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Seattle battles Dallas. NHL action Saturday at noon on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. This is a live look outside right now in Kennewick through our Apple Valley News Now Sky Cam in Kennewick. We're taking a look at mostly sunny skies today. A little bit later, clouds will start to roll their way in. Temps are heading up, and luckily winds are kind of out of the area. Calm winds for your Wednesday as opposed to yesterday's very, very strong winds that we experienced. Our first alert radar is seeing very dry, clear skies so far this morning, and we're going to be seeing later on today clouds start to roll in a little bit. Wednesday night, that's when we're going to be seeing a little bit more cloud coverage, and Thursday as well, more cloud coverage with the potential of some showers that will make their way over for your Thursday and Friday, but we'll be keeping an eye on that. Today we're seeing very dry and pretty clear conditions. As I said, our winds are really low today, especially compared to yesterday with 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. We're seeing 0 miles per hour in Tri-Cities, Dayton, Cle Elum, otherwise still very low around the entire area. So that wind that we saw yesterday, not going to be affecting us nearly as much as it did yesterday. Temperatures right now mostly in the mid 30s, 34 in Yakima this morning, 35 in the Tri-Cities, 36 in Walla Walla. So a little bit cooler maybe for some of us than we saw this time yesterday. Yesterday in the Tri-Cities, it was around 50 degrees this time 24 hours ago, so we have cooled down quite a little bit, but we are going to be picking up to potentially warmer temperatures than we saw yesterday. Mid 60s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing mid 60s as well, and in The Blue Mountain region, we're seeing mid-60s for your Wednesday. Let's take a look at our temperatures for this evening. Around the upper 30s and lower 40s for just about all of us. Ellensburg and Pendleton, those upper 30s. Otherwise, lower 40s this evening, and conditions mostly cloudy. Temperatures for tomorrow, we're going to be seeing mid to upper 60s and lower 70s. So we're finally back up to that 70-degree mark there in the Tri-Cities. Looking forward to great conditions tomorrow, mostly cloudy, and that chance of a very, very slight quick shower potentially in the evening. On our 7-day forecast in Yakima, we see conditions getting more cloudy over the next couple of days, but when the sun comes out, we see those 70 degrees for the weekend in the Yakima area, then cooling down a little bit for the start of our next work week, back into the 60s. Our overnight lows are in the lower 40s up until next Monday night, and that's when we start to cool back down. I'm looking forward to not seeing any more 30s on the forecast, but it doesn't look like we'll be seeing that coming up here in the next week. On our 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, more clouds over the next couple of days, but 70s for the weekend, 76 Saturday and Sunday. Beautiful and sunny skies it looks like, but then once again cooling down for that start of our next work week. Overnight lows mid to upper 40s over the next couple of days. Looking pretty nice over the next couple of days. Just some clouds that we have to experience first. And on our 7-day forecast in Walla Walla, potential showers on Friday, but then settling down for our weekend. We're going to be seeing a lot nicer of a day than we saw yesterday. No winds that are going to be affecting us. Have a great Wednesday. I'll send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. Now it's the end of an era. The new owners of Clover Island Inn in Kennewick have officially began their operations. Apple Valley News Now took a trip to the old hotel yesterday, where staff tell us Hilton is now in charge. But the new hotel will be called Spark by Hilton, which is more of a basic economy version of the Hilton brand. So Clover Island Inn was built back in 1977. Workers say the old signage will be up for a bit longer and renovations won't begin until after summer. There's no word yet if the restaurant on the 4th floor will still be a thing. We also don't know what the plans are for their current employees. April is National Organ Donation Awareness Month, so nationwide more than 100,000 people are waiting for potentially life-saving transplants. But sometimes finding a match happens in unusual ways. In the Tri-Cities, Jody Garrettson saw a Facebook post from a person she had went to high school with saying they were in need of a kidney donation. Garrettson says she reached out and got tested and found out that she was a match.
I was relieved because I was afraid that I might have wasted his time if I wasn't a match, that anyone else that was willing, they had to wait. So I was really relieved. I was excited because I put my mind to it that that's what I wanted to do. And I don't know why, I just kind of expected that it would turn out that way. I just thought that, like I said, when I saw the post, I thought this is probably what I was prepared to do all this time.
Garrettson says after finding out that she was a perfect match with her high school classmate, they continued with the process and the transplant was a success. And she says he's now been able to do things in life that he couldn't before the organ donation. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, do you ever play Scrabble and get really stuck on some letters? Well, next we introduce you on a new way to play, a way that you can play with your friends. Keep it here to learn more.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck, our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Dear 2031, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on many of your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
So, what did we learn today? That Spectrum One gives people everything that they need at a great price. And what are those things?
Super fast internet.
Comes with it, yes.
A line of unlimited mobile.
Now we're cooking, yes, comes with it.
Free advanced Wi-Fi.
Also comes with it. What else do people want, guys?
A sense of purpose and direction in life.
It does come with state-of-the-art security features, which is kind of like the same thing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi and a free line of unlimited mobile for 12 months. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back. Check this out. So Mattel is launching a new collaborative version of one of the world's most loved word games, which is Scrabble. Scrabble Together will be available across Europe. Instead of competing, players collaborate to compete goal cards, and there are helper cards if assistance is required. Mattel says the new game mode aims to bring people together. It says it's for anyone who finds word games intimidating or whoever thought word games are not for them. The new spin on Scrabble comes more than 75 years after the classic version came out. There's no word if there are any plans for this new version to cross the pond yet to America. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, an 18-year-old accused of plotting terrorist attacks on churches in Coeur d'Alene. Details just ahead. Plus, the battle over gun control in the state continues. What a Superior Court judge ruled is unconstitutional.
In today's Tech Bites, a new crackdown on movie piracy. The Motion Picture Association is going to work with Congress on new rules blocking websites with pirated content. The group says it has cost over $1 billion in movie ticket sales. A similar effort in 2012 stalled over free speech concerns. Google just unveiled a new AI-powered video creation tool. It's called Google Vids, billed as your video editing, writing, and production assistant all in one. It will be part of the Google Workspace, allowing you to collaborate with colleagues in real time in the browser. And YouTube Music has a new feature. The activity feed will alert you when your favorite artists release new music. It will appear under the bell icon normally used for notifications. Subscribing to artists and/or channels will help you take full advantage of the feature. I was hoping to get this alert for new YouTube Music, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Those are your Tech Bites.
I'm certain it's level 5.
Are you for imprint certain?
I'm certain it's level 5.
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
With so many choices, how do you pick the right dog food? Well, you want real meat to be the first ingredient. And you probably don't want things like chicken byproduct meal or whole grain corn. That makes the choice pretty easy. Blue Buffalo. Pick up Blue wherever you buy pet food.
Oof, gotta get rid of this.
Tell me what?
'Cause it stinks.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh?
It helps remove odors 3 times better than detergent alone.
It worked, guys.
Yeah. Downy Rinse and Refresh.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, an 18-year-old accused of plotting terrorist attacks on churches in Coeur d'Alene. How the FBI arrested him just hours before the alleged attack. And a Superior Court judge ruling Washington's ban on large-capacity magazines is unconstitutional. We've got the story coming up.
And conditions, they're looking great for your Wednesday. The wind has settled down and we're in for some nice temps. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald. It is 5:30 on Wednesday, April 10th, 2024.
You know what Wednesday means, Riley? We're almost to Friday.
That is so true. 2 more days
It's
after
Friday,
today.
Junior.
There we go.
That's not going to stick, is it?
No, it's not.
It's
That's
not cute.
okay.
Our weather's looking pretty cute, I think.
I would say so too. It might be a day to get outside. I wouldn't have recommended like yesterday because of all that wind, but today I might take a walk today.
The wind is settling down.
The wind has settled down. Thank goodness.
I'm happy about that because I'm tired of. No, you're supposed to two-hand it all the time on the wheel. So
let's take a live look outside right now in Kennewick through our Apple Valley News Now sky cam. Look at that, 0 winds in the Tri-Cities right now. Depends on where you are. It might be a little bit more than that, but we've got some great conditions out there. A little chilly this morning, but on our way, we've got some nice temperatures, some sunny skies, and once again, the winds have calmed down, so not much to worry about in terms of those. On our first alert radar, we see pretty dry and clear so far this morning. No precipitation and no clouds to worry about much this morning so far. Our temperatures, they're pretty cool, but they will be warming up a little bit. We're seeing mid-30s across the entire board so far this morning, but a little chilly, 32 in Ellensburg. Otherwise, looking pretty cold, but it will be nice. Sun is coming out later, lower 60s in the Yakima area, Tri-Cities, mid-60s. And the Walla Walla area, we're going to be seeing mid-60s as well, so less wind to worry about. I'll have more to talk about our temperatures in my full forecast, but for now, I'll send it back to Jessica.
thank you, Riley. In developing news, federal authorities have arrested an 18-year-old accused of plotting terrorist attacks on churches in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. The FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force arrested him just hours before the planned attacks were supposed to start. Alexander Mercurio is charged with attempting to provide material support or resources to a designated foreign terrorist organization. According to an affidavit, this investigation has been going on for over a year and started when he was 17. He allegedly confided to a confidential source who was working for the FBI about his support for ISIS. The affidavit says Mercurio spread ISIS propaganda online and even discussed plans to join the terrorist organization. Those plans allegedly escalated earlier this year to him devising a plan to carry out a suicide attack on the churches. The FBI says his plan was to walk to the nearest one, storm the temple, kill as many people as possible, and then burn it before going to the next one. A pastor of one of the local churches shared words of hope.
My response is to pray for this young man and to realize that, we're supposed to love our enemies and pray for them and to seek their best good, their highest good. And so I pray, in fact, I prayed earlier today as I was thinking about this, that he would have a radical transformation, a change of heart.
Pastor Rick also says he's grateful the police arrested Mercurio before he acted out his plan. And Mercurio will be making his first court appearance later today, and we'll be keeping you updated as we learn more. Washington's battle over gun control continues. This week, a Superior Court judge ruled that Washington's ban on large-capacity magazines, which hold more than 10 rounds of ammunition, is unconstitutional. The state Supreme Court granted an emergency stay on that ruling, which means the large magazine ban will stay in place for now. You're still allowed to own large magazines, but you cannot buy or sell them in Washington. Attorney General Bob Ferguson, who's currently running for governor, filed a lawsuit last year against a gun seller in Western Washington, saying it was still selling the large magazines despite the law that the governor signed in 2022. The gun seller responded by claiming the law was unconstitutional. Again, a Superior Court judge agreed, but the state Supreme Court has put that decision on hold. Across America now to a landmark decision in a Michigan courtroom. The parents of a mass shooter have both been sentenced to at least 10 years in prison. 4 teenagers were killed and 7 other people were injured at Oxford High School in November 2021. At the time, the shooter was 15 years old. His parents were convicted of involuntary manslaughter for leaving a gun unsecured at home and for indifference to their son's mental health. And before the sentencing yesterday, the court heard from parents of the victims of that school shooting.
They chose to ignore the warning signs. And now, as we've heard through all of the objections, they continue to choose to blame everyone but themselves.
While you were hiding, I was planning her funeral. And while you were running away from your son and your responsibilities, I was forced to do the worst possible thing a parent could do. I was forced to say goodbye to my Madison.
It's not clear if the shooter's parents will appeal the sentence. Both spoke in court, saying they didn't realize anything was wrong, despite having a meeting with school officials hours before the shooting. The shooter, now 17, is serving life in prison. Arizona's Supreme Court ruled yesterday to uphold an old law from 1864 that bans nearly all abortions. It'll be one of the strictest abortion bans in the nation. The case is the latest high-profile example of the battle over abortion access playing out across the country since Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Jen Sullivan breaks down the ruling and has reactions.
In an historic decision, Arizona's Supreme Court ruled Tuesday to uphold a 123-year-old law that bans nearly all abortions. Democratic officials in the state are outraged.
This is dangerous.
The law the Supreme Court upheld in a 4-2 decision bans abortions in all cases except when it is necessary to save a pregnant woman's life. It also carries a prison sentence of 2 to 5 years for abortion providers.
As long as I am Attorney General of the state of Arizona, no woman or doctor will be prosecuted under this draconian law.
Arizona joins nearly 24 other states that have banned or limited access to abortion since Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Despite the ruling, surveys continue to show that most American adults are in favor of abortion access. In a KFF poll released last month, 71% of adults said abortion should be legal in most or all cases. Only 29% said it should be illegal in most or all cases. Advocates warn that patients seeking an abortion will face a dire situation.
This is going to have absolutely unbelievable consequences for the patients in our community.
Vice President Kamala Harris, who's made reproductive rights her platform, says she'll travel to Arizona Friday to show support for a woman's right to choose. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Around the world now, it's been more than a year since a train derailment on the border of Pennsylvania and Ohio sent a huge plume of smoke and chemicals into the environment. Now, Norfolk Southern, the company that owned the train, has agreed to a $600 million settlement to resolve all of the class action lawsuits from people within 20 miles of the derailment. More than 1 million pounds of hazardous chemicals were spilled into the soil, the water, and air. Norfolk Southern has not admitted to any liability or wrongdoing. The settlement still needs to be approved by a court. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, if you fly Delta, you'll want to stay tuned. What Delta Airlines is changing when it comes to boarding passengers. And Riley Fitzgerald joins us now with a quick look at your morning forecast. Hey, Riley.
Hi, Jessica. We're in for a nice day today. That strong wind that we saw yesterday is taking a break. Great conditions for your Wednesday. Just a little chilly this morning, but it's only going to get better with our temps.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores. And we have some deals we don't want you to miss. Choose from these long-handled garden tools at only $19.99. Miracle-Gro garden soil save 42%. 2 bags for $10. This premium garden hose is a steal at $29.99. Triple 16 fertilizer, the lowest price around, only $24.88. See all of the deals by using this QR code. So come see us at Griggs and your Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
Sometimes it's hard to see past the looming repair and replacement costs all around your house. Finally, you can stop seeing money and start saving money with First American Home Warranty. First American covers the systems and appliances you depend on every day. Air conditioning, refrigerator, washer and dryer, electrical, plumbing, and more.
If there's one guarantee in homeownership, it's that things are going to break down.
When an appliance or system breaks down, First American sends a trusted contractor to fix it.
And if they can't fix it, they will replace it.
Members pay low monthly rates with unlimited claims and 24/7 customer service.
We've saved thousands of dollars that we've been able to reinvest into our home.
All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options so you can never pay for covered repairs again.
Call 1-800-209-8578. That's 1-800-209-8578. Call now.
Buenos dias. I'm Eduardo Garcia, and this is my crew, and we're building this ADU. And we're also building this.
Hey, I'm Tanya Galvez. I work at Par Lumber. And we supply Eddie with all the materials he needs.
We get a lot of satisfaction out of building things right. That is why we get all our materials and supplies from Par.
Par, your total home building source since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Hey Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. It's opening week of the 2024 season. Come out to Geisa Stadium all week long. Make sure to bring the kids for Family Feast Night on Friday, April 12th and enjoy $2 hot dogs, soft drinks, and more. Then on Saturday, April 13th, the Dust Devils make our season debut as the Columbia River Rooster Tails with a post-game fireworks show thanks to BNSF Railway. Visit the official ticket site at dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In consumer news, if you're flying with Delta anytime soon, prepare to be zoned. What's old is new again as the airline returns to numbered zones for boarding. Delta abandoned the idea of zones in 2019 and started calling passengers by category names. Those categories aren't changing, but they'll be assigned zones. So starting next month, passengers will be in zones 1 through 8, which will be printed on boarding passes. Boarding airplanes is a universally chaotic process in the United States, and United claims it saves 2 minutes by boarding window seat passengers first, then middle seats and aisle seats last. And that's something all planes should start doing in all airlines. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, over 100 third graders from all over Kittitas County got the chance to learn how food goes from the farm to the table. We take a look at the program that allowed them to do so next. And looking outside, temperature is 35 degrees, still pretty chilly. That means I would put my heat seaters on, but I always have them on once again. Riley Fitzgerald will have more details in that first alert forecast. That is right when we come back.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Bipolar 1, I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
We got help
to push back with Lybalvi.
Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Elderly patients with dementia have increased risk of death or stroke. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. The samidorphan in Lybalvi can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing, become very drowsy with slowed or shallow breathing, feel faint, very dizzy or confused, or have a fever, stiff muscles, rash, swollen glands, or problems with your liver, kidneys, heart, or lungs. Other serious side effects may include high cholesterol, weight gain, potentially fatal high blood sugar, uncontrolled body movements which may be permanent, dizziness upon standing, or falls.
Are you ready? Ask your doctor about Lybalvi. Looking for copay savings? Text copay to 45286.
If you're a high school senior, listen up. This message is for you. A college education is expensive. The Molly Davis Scholarship Program can help with up to $7,500 per year. It's easy to apply. Just go to yakimarotarytrust.org and click on the Molly Davis Scholarship tab. Hundreds of Yakima County residents have achieved the dream of a higher education thanks to the Molly Davis Scholarship Program.
Applications end May 1st, so apply today.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're looking at a live look at the sunrise in Kennewick through our Apple Valley News Now Skycam in the Kennewick area. We are seeing a beautiful sunrise with not much cloud activity. We're going to be seeing a mostly sunny morning to start out. Clouds will roll in a little bit later on today. Temps are on their way up late this week, and we do have a lot less wind to worry about than we saw yesterday. On our First Alert radar, we are seeing, again, not as much cloud activity, but very clear and dry skies this morning. On our Futurecast, as we make our way later in the day, that's when the clouds start to roll in as we make our way into Thursday. More clouds for your Thursday today, a lot drier and a lot clearer. We're going to be seeing potential quick showers across the region tomorrow and into Friday as well. Friday, we might see some showers in Walla Walla on that morning. Wind speeds very low. As I said yesterday, we were seeing 20 to 30 mile per hour winds today. Much calmer, not much to worry about at all for your wind speeds. Temperatures mostly in the mid 30s this morning, 30 in Yakima, but 34 in Yakima, 30 in Ellensburg, 35 the Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla this morning. So pretty cool to start out our day. We will be rising a little bit. We're going to be seeing mid 60s in the Yakima Valley, in the Mid-Columbia, mid 60s as well, and in the Blue Mountain region, mid 60s for our highs today. Let's take a look at our temperatures for this evening. We're going to be seeing upper 30s in Pendleton and Ellensburg and lower 40s across the rest of the region. Mostly cloudy conditions tonight, clearing up when those clouds start to come back for tomorrow. Mostly cloudy day tomorrow. Mid to upper 60s and lower 70s for your Thursday. Let's get into our 7-day forecast. Over the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing cloudy conditions, but then it clears up for a beautiful weekend. We're seeing 70s in Yakima on our 7-day forecast for our Saturday and our Sunday. Then our temperatures take a little bit of a drop as we make our way into Monday, Tuesday. Our overnight lows are going from the lower 40s, dropping to the mid 30s. I don't like seeing 30s on the forecast, but just hopefully for the next couple of weeks, and then they'll be out of the area. 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, we're going to be seeing mid to upper 60s over the next couple of days, but then mid 70s for our weekend. And again, those clouds make their way out of the day, and then for the weekend, looking very nice. Monday, Tuesday, that's when our temperatures start to drop a little bit. Our overnight lows are going to be in the mid to upper 40s over the next couple of days, then down into the lower 40s for Monday night. Cloudy conditions clearing up for our weekend. 7-day forecast in Walla Walla. We're seeing cloudy for today and tomorrow. Potential showers for our Friday. But then our weekend is looking nice, dry and clear, lower 70s over the next couple of days into our weekend. And then again, temperatures dropping potentially upper 50s on our forecast for Tuesday for Walla Walla. Again, our temperatures in the overnight periods are going to be mid 40s and then upper 30s later on. Have a great Wednesday. Again, beautiful conditions for your day today. Jessica?
Thank you, Riley. More than 100 third graders from across Kittitas County got an up-close look at how food gets from the farm to their table. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us many of them did not know before.
Can a drone water fields? How heavy is a cow? These are some of the questions asked by third graders at the 21st Annual Elementary Agriculture Appreciation Day here at the Kittitas County Fairgrounds. Groups of students rotating through stations on agricultural technology, apple cider making, livestock, and more. Staffed by volunteers, and the buses to get students there paid for by local ag companies and organizations. Some students gaining new experiences, like touching a horse for the first time, but all learning something new.
I was not as surprised that the cows can attack people, but I was very surprised that they can swim. It's really hard to imagine that.
Even more students from across Kittitas County are scheduled to be here for the second day of the event, which is happening on Wednesday. In Ellensburg, I'm Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And wildfire season is fast approaching, and the West Valley Fire Department wants to make sure your home is safe. Through the state's Wildfire Ready Neighbors program, local firefighters are able to assess the outside of your home for hazards that could increase the chance of your home catching fire in a wildfire. Anybody living out in West Valley can get an assessment for free, but this year they're focused on the Tampico area.
Our goal is to try to survey 81 homes between now and June 30th.
West Valley Fire will be out at their Station 54 in Tampico on April 21st with firefighters ready to go out and do same-day inspections. You can also call the fire department or go to wildfireready.com to schedule a visit. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, how a 2-day-old infant became a TikTok viral sensation. The cute story you don't want to miss, just a few minutes away. Keep it here.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
The average cost of hearing aids is nearly $5,000. But now you can buy a full pair of rechargeable, wireless, nearly invisible, easy-to-use, and comfortable hearing devices for only $99. But only from Audient.
It's easy to use.
They're small.
A pair of $99 Audient Atoms can be sold over the phone without having to see a doctor or audiologist. Call to order.
1-800-617-3809.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
2 family pets killed by sheriff's deputies.
They got out their AKs and proceeded to shoot. No one got hurt. The dogs didn't do anything.
Apple Valley News Now went looking for answers.
We prioritize human life over a dog.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side. Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back. Let's take a look close to home. Mostly sunny in the Kittitas Valley today. We're going to be seeing mostly upper 50s and lower 60s and a lot less wind than we saw yesterday. In the Yakima Valley, mostly mid to lower 60s today, increase in clouds as the day goes on, and once again, not as much wind as we saw yesterday. In the Mid-Columbia, mid 60s all around, mostly sunny for your Wednesday. Let's take a look at the foothills of the Blues. We're all in the 60s, lower 60s. Heppner, Athena, 61 to 66 in Hermiston. Mostly sunny today. That's a look close to home. I'll have more coming up.
And Riley, this next story, an inside joke between neighbors becomes a viral sensation. Maybe you've seen it. A 2-day-old infant became a TikTok star, and it's all thanks to a Ring doorbell camera and an impatient mother-to-be. Jeannie Moose reports.
How do you keep up with your pregnant neighbor's pregnancy? Have her give updates on your Ring camera. Coming home, say, after a snack run, craving Milano cookies. Sydney and Trevor Melton live right above Katie Newton and her Ring camera.
It was almost like an inside joke between the three of us.
An inside joke that went massively viral. This is a cinematic masterpiece. Sydney traveled the halls of her Pasadena, California apartment complex, uttering the same 2 words until a baby daughter they proudly displayed. Kate edited the video, added music. From Pixar's Inside Out, even Pixar commented, noting the ever-so-appropriate song title, Bundle of Joy. Kate then presented the video to the new parents.
When we watched it the first time, we were just like, totally in tears and blown away, yeah.
So were commenters.
People are mostly telling Ring that they need to make this into a commercial.
Ring has been in touch, but has not offered to buy the video. For now, it's just something Sydney can tell her daughter about, maybe around her 5th birthday.
And be like, hey, you went viral after 2 days of being born. That's pretty crazy.
Bringing in a truly special delivery. Jeannie Moose, CNN, New York.
My favorite part is when he keeps updating, still pregnant, still pregnant. Not pregnant. That
was so cute. That's such a good bond between neighbors. I don't know my neighbors very well, so.
I don't either. I don't even know if they knew the neighbor, but that seems like something I would do, to just pass by like a Ring doorbell and just be like, hey, say
there
something.
you
I
go.
don't know. But that was really
that's
cute.
funny. That's funny.
I love
Well.
it. Hope I'm loving this weather too.
Oh my goodness, yes, we are going to be loving this weather. I'm going to be seeing myself on my own Ring camera walk outside the door later on today on my walk, because
I'm going to check in with you and make sure you took your walk.
I will, because it's looking great outside. Let's take a live look outside right now in Kennewick. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Our conditions are looking great, other than pretty chilly temperatures to start out our day. The wind has settled down, and we're in for some nice temps over the next couple of days.
Also coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, dog shelter needs discussed at a special Benton County Commissioners meeting, and this comes after controversy over 2 dogs that were shot to death by deputies. Also, law enforcement from all across the state